What's going on, guys? Cameron back again from Attack on Anime, here to bring you another anime review. Now this one is going to be covering episodes 4 and 5 of Phantasy Star Online 2, the animation. Now in episode 4 we start off with Rina, the student council president, inviting Isuki to go to this ARCS Fan Festa, which is a PSO2 fan event. And it pretty much gives PSO2 players the opportunity to meet players that they would normally only meet online. So Isuki goes there and he meets the people he's been party playing with, and he tries to introduce Rina to them, but Rina is so closed off. Just like in the game, she's pretty much a solo person. Like, she doesn't really associate with people. She finds it hard to open up to people. But as the episode goes on and these people are looking up to her because she's such an exceptional player, she starts to find it easier to start to open up, especially to Isuki, and you start to see their kind of bond start to form a little bit. But throughout this episode, you still see Aika, the transfer student, is still obsessed and following Yusuke all around. They still haven't explained why she's so, like, interested in him, and I'm really curious as to why, because it kind of just seems like she's following him around without a purpose, because she hasn't really even hinted at why she's so interested in him. He's not even really that good at the game, so I can't really imagine why she's that interested in him. But she gives Kota, Isuki's friend, like this health potion that's like only found in the game, and it kind of like messes up Kota's stomach, so he goes like missing, and then everybody's looking for him. And one of Isuki's friends that he party plays with was talking about a bunch of mysterious disappearances that have been happening, and Kota may be the newest victim. But we found out by the end of the episode that he wasn't really missing. He was just in the bathroom and needed toilet paper. So that's why he called Isuki to give him some toilet paper. It was kind of just one of those laugh out loud moments. But it was just like his friend talking about those disappearances. I'm starting to think maybe Aika was one of those disappearances. And that's why she's from inside the game and thinks she's from in the game. Maybe that has something to do with it. I just feel like they wouldn't have said that for no reason. But that pretty much brings us to the end of episode 4. It ends with Rina starting to open up a little bit more to Isuki and starting to be able to trust him a bit more. And that then leads us into episode 5. Break. And that takes us into episode 5, where we get a little bit more character development for Rina and sort of a little bit for Aika. We start by them going on this student council trip. It's her and Isuki going to another school. And after they're done there, they notice that Aika's followed them there. So they're trying to find Aika because Rina is taking an interest in Aika. And they find her at the mall. And pretty much all that happens at the mall is they help a little kid find her mom. And then after they leave, Rina tells her that anytime you need my help, you can call on me. And that speaks volumes for Rina, because up until this point, she's been that solo kind of cut off person. Even in episode 4, she found it hard to open up to Isuki's friends. So the fact that she can go to Aika and say that you can count on me whenever speaks volumes for how much she has kind of grown as a character a little bit. And Aika is kind of just like blowing her off because obviously Aika isn't from this world, so she doesn't really find forming connections of use to her. But we get this backstory where Rina's talking about when she used to play hide and go seek when she was a kid, and she says she didn't like hide and go seek because none of the kids would ever find her because she was so easily forgotten as a kid. And there was actually this one kid, they didn't show his face, but it was a boy who found her and was being nice to her. And then when Isuki's talking about his childhood, he says, I don't really remember my childhood. The only thing I remember was wanting to be a hero. And I feel like the reason that Rina chose Isuki to be vice president in the first episode has something to do with that boy from her past, because they didn't show his face. So it's possible that that could be Isuki, and maybe Rina knew Isuki, but Isuki doesn't remember Rina. Like I said, she was easily forgettable as a child. So maybe it has something to do with that. I feel like they're starting to hint at stuff towards that. But I'm actually glad that Rina's starting to get more character development, because by the end of this episode, she decides to switch back to her original character, like not Soro, but her actual character named Rina, who was her first character that she made. But she decided to go as Soro when she decided she wanted to just be a solo player. And her and Isuki are in a match, and Aika comes out of nowhere to help save them, especially with this new summoner class when she summons the yellow creature that we've been seeing throughout the anime that only Isuki can see, because he sees it in the mall too. And I'm kind of confused of why Isuki can only see that. I don't really understand why. It's not like he was trapped in the game, or it's not like he's been playing that long, or he's that good at it. So I kind of hope they start to explain these little loose hanging threads that they've been just letting hang. And by the end, Ika still refuses to pair up with them because she says she has her own mission to go after. So by the next episode, I hope we're starting to get more character development with Ika. They're starting to set up this whole mystery behind her, so I hope it's going to start to pay off in the next couple episodes. But guys, that's what I'm going to call this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to drop a like. Comment down below if you've been checking out this anime. Let me know your theories and thoughts on the anime and what you overall think of the anime. Do you love it? Do you hate it? And if you liked anything I had to say, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, guys, peace.